Hello and welcome to the Snowboard Asylum's video review of the 2425 Jones Mind Expander. Now in the first part of this video we're going to give you an overview of the board, and then in the second part we'll give you the lowdown on how the Mind Expander performs out on the mountain. Now if you're one of those riders that loves that smooth surfy ride and effortless carving performance that you only really get from those volume shifted surf inspired boards, then you really need to be taking a serious look at the Mind Expander. Conceived by legendary surfboard shaper Chris Christenson alongside Jeremy Jones, the Mind Expander has firmly established itself as one of the most fun to ride boards on the market. From hunting out tree runs to blasting around the resort on the piste or even lapping powder lines, this is one board that's just going to make you want to ride from first lift to last lift without even stopping for a break. It is no exaggeration to say that there aren't many boards out there that are going to put a bigger smile on your face. So what is it that makes this board so special? Well, the starting point has to be the shape. This fully directional mid-width tapered shape penned by Chris Christenson features a longer extended nose profile. This is a full 20 centimeters longer than the 2 centimeter narrower tail. Now match this with the unique Christenson Surf Camber rocker profile, which features extended rocker at the nose and a camber setback to be in line with a setback side cut, and you get a board that's going to give you effortless float in even the deepest snow. But it's also a shape that's going to deliver a level of performance on the piste that is nothing short of remarkable. So what is it that makes this board so special on the piste? Well, it's how everything interacts with that setback camber profile. Now first up is the side cut. This is a super deep side cut, so coming in at 6.9 meters for the 54 and up to 7.3 meters for the 62. What this gives you is a super tight turn. Now thanks to the slightly softer flex of the Mind Expander, it is really easy to fully power up that tight side cut and get it working to its full potential. This means that this board feels alive under your feet. You can really crank those turns at even slower speeds. However, the Mind Expander isn't just about tight turns. For a board with a relatively tight side cut, it still feels great on longer high speed turns. Now this high speed turning performance is further enhanced with the Traction Tech 2.0 side cut profile. Traction Tech places 3 additional traction points along the side cut to enhance performance when on the edge. These raised bumps placed under the front binding, the side cut centre and under the rear binding add extra bite points into those edges, giving a rock solid hold on even the iciest terrain. However, unlike a lot of traction modified side cuts, Traction Tech still keeps the board feeling really predictable. Now another key element to the overall performance of the Mind Expander is the innovative 3D contour base profile. This clever 3D profiling of the tip and tail adds 7mm of spoon to the base. This bevel delivers 2 distinct advantages to the ride. Now the first is that it gives the board a super smooth turn initiation and exit, almost feeling like it's rolling into the turn. This means it takes little to no effort to go edge to edge. Secondly, it works in harmony with that longer nose profile to give even more lift and float at the front of the board. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the secret to the Mind Expander's amazing ride is down to its ingenious construction. Instead of going for a stiff and powerful build, Jones has wound it back a bit, and in doing so has given the Mind Expander a smooth and I guess what is best described as a more mellow overall ride. This ability to feel smooth to ride but still deliver great performance comes from a really clever choice of materials. Now heading this up is the poppy and responsive bamboo surf core. This innovative wood core is predominantly manufactured from featherweight paulownia, but by adding bamboo stringers positioned along the pocket of the side cut, Jones has managed to create a lightweight yet playful core that comes alive and powers up when the board is on the edge, helping to really drive that side cut. To this, Jones then adds structural layers formed from more playful biax glass. With fibres running at 0 degrees and 90 degrees, this forgiving glass fibre allows the board to twist torsionally, and it's this softer torsional flex that allows the Mind Expander to really work its side cut, making it so much fun to ride with minimal effort. But don't go thinking that the Mind Expander is a noodle, because it's not. It's still got great prop through the length. In addition, it's also got basalt stringers which run from the front insert pack straight out to the nose. These stiffen up that longer front end, making it more stable at speed and helping to reduce chatter. Now, finishing off this great snowboard is Jones's 8000 grade sintered base. This super tough base is the perfect complement to the Mind Expander. Keep this thing waxed and you're gonna get this thing flying. So that's enough of that. Let's now hand you over to the guys from the TSA test team, who are going to give you the lowdown on how the Mind Expander performs out on the hill.
So we just did a run on the Jones Mind Expander directional. This is a 158. Super chargy board. I love riding this board when I don't want to worry about anything. This thing can charge through anything. And whether I was going through the fresh stuff or the firm stuff on the kind of corduroy, carving, slashing, no problem. I think it's stiff enough that if you want to lay down a carve, catch some speed, super stable, super predictable, don't have to worry about it. But if you need to slash off some speed, have a bit of fun, it's got that playfulness to it with that kind of console base. So I think it works really nicely if you want a charger board that can plow through anything, but still is a lot of fun. It's not super overkill, which I really love.